Today's video is about playing legato at the piano. In order to play beautifully and expressively at the piano, legato is an essential skill to develop. And in my teaching, I've found that there is some confusion around this whole issue. So today I'm going to try to clear all that up for you so that you can play the piano with a beautiful singing legato line. I'm Dr. Kate Boyd. Welcome to the Piano Prof. I'm so glad you're here. If you're interested in learning about legato playing today, give this video a thumbs up and let's get started. This video is the result of a 4-year misunderstanding. The other week, I was in one of my last lessons with a graduating college senior, and she was playing a Nocturne by Louise Farrenc. It's a beautiful piece, Nocturne in E-flat major, Opus 49. You should definitely check it out. Anyway, this student was creating a lovely legato line when she didn't use the pedal, but when she added the pedal, she played all the notes in the melodic line with a detached touch. What I mean by that is that when she played it without the pedal, the melodic line would sound like this. But then when she played with the pedal, she would disconnect with the fingers and only connect with the pedal, like this. And to the ear, both of them sound connected, but only the first way, where you connect with the fingers under the pedal, is actually legato. And I said to her, if there's one thing I want you to have learned during your 4 years with me, it's how to play a beautiful legato. Legato is a touch. It doesn't matter if the pedal is down or not. She stopped and looked at me and said, "Really? I thought that legato just meant that there weren't any spaces between the notes and that your fingers didn't have to connect if the pedal was down." And I realized in that moment that for 4 years, while we'd both been talking about legato, there had been a fundamental misunderstanding about exactly what legato means. She thought, quite reasonably, that legato just means to play connected, which means either by using the pedal or by using the fingers. I had assumed, without really thinking it through or explaining it, that she knew what I meant when I said legato, which is that the fingers have to connect regardless of whether the pedal is down. After I realized that, I thought, I gotta make a video about this so I don't go 4 years with a student ever again without clarifying this really important musical concept. Legato is a touch, and you connect the fingers to one another. It is not just that technically the notes don't have spaces between them. So let's take a look at this legato touch. Legato is an Italian word that means bound together. The root of the word legato is the Latin legare, which means to tie or to bind. The goal of legato is to make a connected sound from one note to the next. The piano is one of the only instruments where a note can be sustained without effort. For example, a clarinet or any wind instrument, you have to actually blow through the instrument with air from your body that you're producing in order to make the sound continue. If you stop blowing, the sound ends. The same thing with a stringed instrument like a violin. You have to actually physically move the bow over the string in order for it to sound. If you stop moving the bow, the sound stops. And on the piano, the hammers hit the strings. And so once you've created a sound, it is cooked, it's baked. You can't change it at all. And what happens is we put the note down, and I can talk to you, I could make a phone call, I could order a pizza, but the sound is still continuing. And that's really important. I can put no effort in besides just holding the note down or the pedal down, and then the sound will continue. To make a successful legato touch at the piano, 2 fingers need to be active at the same time. 1 finger needs to be going down at the same time that another finger is coming up. It involves lifting fingers and dropping fingers. If you put 1 finger down and then lift it and then put another finger down and then lift it, the sound will not be connected. The fingers need to be connecting to one another. The feeling you want to cultivate is shifting weight from one finger to another with a loose and relaxed arm. I'm going to demonstrate using the Hanon first exercise. You can see that as one finger releases, the other one is going down at the same rate. This is what looks like a little faster. And this is what a scale looks like with a legato touch. And that is distinct from a detached touch, which looks like this. Taking that to a piece by Chopin, this is his E minor Nocturne, Opus 72, number 1. This is his posthumous Nocturne that is just so gorgeous. I'm going to be using a legato touch in both hands, even though I'm using the pedal. Legato can involve actually overlapping the fingers. For example, if I want to create a slightly blurred, more gluey line, I'm going to slightly overhold each finger after the other note goes down. So this is what it looks like if I apply that to Hanon. I'm going to play one finger, and then I'm going to overhold that finger as I press the next one, and then I will release it. You can see so if it goes a little, right, and so my fingers are a little bit flatter to make that happen, and I'm very aware of the key, kind of pushing my finger up as I release it. So applying that to the Chopin Nocturne I just played, so I'm going to overhold. So I'm overholding just a little bit between each note. Here's an exercise you can do to practice the skill of overlapping the notes in legato. Take your metronome and put it on about 92 or so. And I'm going to show you how that works with a Hanon exercise. What I'll do is I will put one note down, then I will put the second note down, then I will consciously release the first note, then the next note down, release, release, release. That's my pattern that I'm going to do for this exercise. Now I'll turn the metronome on, and one, and release, 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 release. This exercise is helpful in getting it so that the fingers are all consistent in how they release. A lot of times people will find it's harder to release a particular finger, and that might overhold, and then other fingers, it's harder to keep them down. So this exercise helps equalize all of that. how will you apply legato in your own playing? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Please give it the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with other people. This really, really helps my channel grow because it tells the YouTube algorithm that it's valuable content, and then YouTube recommends it to more people. So thank you so, so much for doing that. If you're still watching by this point in the video, that means you'll probably like my other videos. Check out a couple of these other videos that I've made here and here. Good luck with your legato practicing. Let me know how it goes. I'll see you next time, and happy practicing.